Alright, this video is going to be completely different from all the other videos I normally make, and this is about the downfall of a server that I predominantly play on in 2018, also known as Kingdom UHC. You may have heard about it, and it was the host of my UHC Ultimo series from Season 1 to Season 5, and a server that I normally play on for the 2018 along with Play UHC as well. If you have been watching my Kingdom UHC content for a long time, then you may know that I've been staffed on that server for a very long time as well. From June 2018 to June 2019, I was staffed for 1 year. I first joined the Kingdom UHC community in Paradox UHC Season 5 in February of 2018. Paradox UHC Season 5 highlights are on my channel, and you can see if you're interested in that. Being in the Kingdom UHC community comes with positives and negatives. If you're watching this video, you probably know a negative right off the bat. It's how toxic the server is and how sweaty the server is. And to be fair, Kingdom UHC has a really bad reputation already from the Venom and Infection old days, and I'll get into that stuff later, but like that stuff came from back in the old days. The history of the server is known for being sweaty and toxic, and there's really nothing you can do about it. Just be staff on it, I guess. And based on that, you probably know the reason why Kingdom UHC fell and what happened to it, but it's more than just how toxic the server was. So today I'm going to be focusing on 3 main things that went wrong with the server and led to its downfall. So the first thing I'll talk about is how toxic the server is. When I joined in February 2018, the server wasn't as toxic, but as in June 2018, like 4 months later, the server started to become more toxic as many people started to know what Kingdom UHC is and start playing on it. And you know, as more players come, like there's a chance that there's a lot of toxic players that come along. You can't have like, it's not like a close community Kingdom. I wouldn't consider Kingdom like a close community, but it's just a lot of people that are toxic that just come to play on one server, and that's how I want to describe Kingdom. Is like a battle of sweats and toxic people. So the first thing I want to go over that really affected the community was that you can swear all you want, and that really was interesting to me because I came from Play UHC where the server you cannot swear at all, and you know, Kingdom is really lax on it, so I wasn't used to it. But then when I saw the community, they were all of them were used to it, like mostly all of them. But I know there's a few names that are not toxic and they're just chill. And I know some staff that are like that too. But like at least half of the staff on the server were non-PG as well. Like, and I was like, alright, so this is gonna go well. I actually thought about proposing a rule for no swearing and being respectful with other people, but I didn't think that would work. Considering the amount of time from June 2018 to November 2018, the amount of toxic people has grown is just enormous. And the reputation of Kingdom has already been bad enough. And you know, changing community is never like a great option. It's always a risk because you lose the identity of the server. And you know, the server might lose its player base because of that. Like, let's just say a toxic person, and when you do something for a very long time and someone just says that you just can't do it anymore, it's a really hard thing to understand, and it's a really hard habit to break, all in all, especially after the toxicness of the server started appearing in June 2018 and has been going on since like until November, and that's 5 months of being used to being toxic. Obviously Kingdom UHC had a really bad reputation anyways. Starting in January of 2019, I started noticing half of the player fills on UHC and on Kingdom are just staff, and that's really bad honestly when half of the UHC fills are staff. So the second thing I want to talk about is the Kingdom UHC community and history in general. Back in like the old days, like even in 2017, there was 2 servers that existed called Venom and Infection UHC. Those 2 communities would eventually merge and shut down as well into the Kingdom UHC, which is owned by the Lucky Asian. Most of the community of Kingdom UHC came from those 2 places. And obviously I might be wrong with some of the history and facts because I joined February of 2018, and what I was doing back in 2017 was I just started my channel and I was in the Play UHC community. And what I've heard about Venom and Infection isn't a whole lot, but I just heard about Venom and Infection are just fine. the server's fine, and they allowed swearing. The server wasn't as toxic as Kingdom, but I guess that's literally just a summary. Obviously, most of the people came from Venom and Infection, like Shake UHC, Pottery TNT, and Lucky Asian. But there's some people like me, Sliced Oranges, Kai, and Iglesia. I invited Iglesia from Play UHC to come join Kingdom UHC, where he became an insanely good player. And Sliced and Kai were both like a package deal, because like they were together from Team Pathetic, and I joined Team Pathetic before going to Kingdom UHC. And obviously most of the people came from Venom Infection, had the roots of being toxic and swearing. So that's how it started to affect Kingdom UHC. The last thing I want to talk about is the staff and organization of Kingdom UHC. As I mentioned earlier, some of the staff I thought were not mature enough to handle situations of being staff, and I thought that led to a downfall of Kingdom UHC. I think I mentioned this earlier, but starting in 2019, most of the player fills are just staff. Like at least half of the fills are just staff, and that's not good. And considering this, I think the Lucky Agent just resigned, and then he came back again to help, but resigned again. And that's pretty much the whole 2019 story of Kingdom, with just ownership changes. I think there's just ownership changes between Lucky, Josh XD, also known as Spearboy, Toby, Mattia, and I think there's some other ones, but I don't know. I just think those are the main ones for 2019. Eventually, May 2019, Kingdom UHC was revamped into Siren UHC, and there's a completely different Discord for that, and the owners were Mattia and Toby, and eventually it had no success as well. It only lasted like a month because there was like a problem with Latia paying or something like that, and I'm not too sure, but eventually Siren UHC shut down, and that was the end for Kingdom UHC as a whole. So yeah, those were my three main reasons. I think that Kingdom UHC shut down: the amount of toxic people that on the server, the roots and history of Kingdom UHC, and the organization and ownership and the staff were not great. They're not on par. But yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy my video. Some of this commentary is probably going to be really bad because I really don't talk my videos at all. If you have any questions about Kingdom UHC in general, just put in the comments. But that's the end for Kingdom UHC. I probably would have made this video sooner, but I wasn't too sure if Kingdom UHC or Siren UHC was going to come back. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.